If you always wanted to generate individual maps for your favorite VTT on Foundry, this video and Cibola 8 is probably what you have been waiting for. Because in this video I'm going to show you how you can use several AI tools to make beautiful maps out of nothing, and how you can combine those tools to improve your maps to get exactly what you want. To get started, I already prepared some, so let's jump right in. I'm sure you will love it. The first map I want to show you is this. And I generated it only by using a prompt in the standard Cibola generation process. So I show you how you can get there. Just click on an empty map, enter the Cibola main editing window and search for this small generation button here. Now, as you saw, this map for sure is not perfect. The prompt was quite simple. I told the AI to generate a village in the wood with some water and a big tree in the middle. And that's what I got just by using the generation process here. So it's a squared image. As you see, the quality is not too good and it has this grid inside, which is obviously because AI sometimes think that every map needs a grid. But we can get rid of that. The result in general is not bad for working with it. So what did I do in the next step? I started a creative upscaling to improve the quality and get rid of those lines I don't want to have in the picture. If you click on this button, you can then use different upscalers, and believe me, all those upscalers are amazing. They bring really low quality images to amazing resolution, and they can do even more. So with the creative upscaler, I could tell the AI that I want to remove the grid and get a more clean overall look, and then I started the upscaling process and I will show you what I got from it. So this is the upscaled map, and as you see, the overall shape is quite simple, but now we really have a crispy, clear image. We can zoom in, the buildings look much more beautiful, and this is already a map you can work with. Of course, again, there are some details that you might not want, for example, those people standing around here or all that garbage along the roads, and I will show you how we can get rid of that in the next step. But this is the first thing I wanted to show you. Generate a map just from a prompt. This was the beginning, the town in the forest, and then with the creative upscaler I brought it to a level where you could really use it as a battle map. This is our result. The next thing you could do is to generate a map from sketch, and again I want to give you an example. So this was a sketch, and here's why those sketches are so helpful, because the most important thing it does is that it shows the AI that you want to have a really top-down perspective. As you see, that is not very beautiful. I did this in Paint within 20 seconds, but what I did next was to use the generate from sketch function. That's when you click on the main editing window and go for this item. There you can select a drawing and generate a new image out of that drawing. And while doing so, I created a map which looks like this. So the prompt was quite simple. I just told the AI that I want a top-down map for a VTT, and this is what it got me. I also told it to add some houses and forest because it should be a village in the wood. So that's also quite nice. Now, as you see, again, here's something I don't want. It's this sign up there to let's get rid of it. We again have tools which we could easily use before upscaling, and the removal tool is the way to go in this case. So I click on the editing window and I go to the advanced editing, and there I use the removal tool. So now I mark the areas, I highlight the areas on the map that I don't want to be like they are at the moment, and then I just click on image generation, and as you see, now the buildings are gone. I could now, for example, upscale the image. Here we see the areas I didn't want, and here it's cleaned. So it's easy to edit this map before upscaling it. It's also possible to replace stuff. So you could also select an area with the advanced editing tool and go for the replace, and then you could, for example, select this area. I will show you quickly. Let's go for this area. I will just select it and I will go for a pond. Let's give this a try. And here we have a new house with a pond. If the shape of the pond is not what you expected, the AI will always try to use the entire area and be creative if you allow it to be creative. But of course, again, we could advance edit it as long as we like it. We could now continue with removing the flowers, for example. And as soon as we're on a level where we say this map is what I was looking for example, now you see I removed the flowers. So first we had this map, then we removed those buildings, then we added a pond, and in the last step we removed those flowers. And let's say this is the map I want to have. So now I can again go for the upscaling, and once it's upscaled it will be a beautiful, crispy, sharp battle map or map for your favorite VTT. But that's not the end of it. So now let me show you what you can do if you generate from sketch, but if you change the style during the process. So the next map I want to show you is this one. And this map was also generated by using a sketch. So I also did a drawing. You see it's not very sharp again, but it's a riverside in the forest. And I again had the prompt that it should be a top-down battle map for VTT, which is showing a river flowing through a forest. And I did a sketch with some lines, and this was how it was turned into a map. And now I used the sketch function again, and I went to the part where I can change the style. So I went to copy the structure to this function here. I said that I want to have the same structure, and then I wrote a new prompt which was turn this into a desert city, and I can show you the desert city as well. So here is the result. Let's compare it again. This is the shape that the rivers originally had, and the creative exchange of the style included all that lines and even included the shape of those side rivers. So it's really, this island here, for example, was turned into this. So that's really a full map transformation. And keep in mind, that's very important. You can always edit, upscale, change, and arrange the stuff on the map as you want to have it. And therefore, I think that's an amazing tool. I wish you a lot of fun and success using it, and see you in the next video.